I'm Phil Kahn. I'm a CFO. I've lived through every single accounting disaster you could imagine and figured a way to get through it. I love helping other people figure it out, and that's why I'm here to help you right now. Before we get started, please hit like and subscribe so that way I can continue providing this content. Today, I'm going to focus on one of the posts I saw online. Have a look. This post says if you own a marketing company, here's an easy way to save money. This is good for every company. Review all of your active subscriptions to software tools, the latest Adobe tool, ChatGPT, all these other tools. Cancel anything you don't need, you'll save hundreds. And you could be saving thousands too. Brilliant, simple, and everybody's got to be doing this, at least on a monthly basis. Have a look at all of your spend for all of your vendors, your marketing, and everything else, and make sure everything's making sense. Sometimes you'll catch when you forgot to pay a bill. Sometimes you'll see you accidentally paid a bill twice. The most important thing is that you know clearly what's going on with all of your spend across your organization. There are a lot of ERPs making it difficult for you to see this. I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to do it within QuickBooks so you can see exactly how much you're spending every month with every vendor. This is an indispensable tool. It's not hard to do, but make sure your accountant knows how to do a pivot table and can put this together. Take a general ledger report, customize the columns, make sure that you add the distribution account. That makes it a lot easier once you're manipulating it within Excel. Filter by distribution account and then equals, and then you select specific accounts that you want to focus on a monthly basis. Generally speaking, I like to have every single income statement account included in there. Sometimes certain income statement counts are not necessary to see, so you'll pick and choose the ones that you want. After you have this downloaded, and let's have a look at it on the Excel side. First, put a filter on it, so that way you can get rid of the excess rows that may make it difficult to make a pivot table. So I'm going to click in cell A5, and I'm going to press Control-Shift-End. This selects everything within the array, then data and filter. Filter is now applied. Press Control Home. This brings me back up to the top. I'm going to click the drop down for cell B5. Click Select All to deselect everything. Scroll down to the bottom, click blanks, click OK. These are all the extra rows that will make it a little more difficult for the pivot table. You don't have to do this step and remove them, but I like to. Press Control-Shift-End. This selects everything that's visible. And now press Shift Spacebar. The entire row is selected. Press Control minus. This deletes these rows. Now all the good data is still there. Clear the filter, go to the data ribbon, click clear. Now we have clean data. Now I'm going to click in cell B5, Control Shift and End, and then Control Shift Up. This selects everything that I want to put in a pivot table. I click Insert, Pivot Table. It has it selected. Now I click OK. We have a new tab with our pivot table ready. I'm going to put distribution account in the rows, then name underneath that, then transaction date in the columns, and then I'm going to put the amount and the values over here. Okay. One of the things that I like to do is make sure that everything over here is sorted from largest to smallest. So I'm going to right click in this cell over here. It's just important that you're clicking within the total of one of the detail rows like this. So I click sort, and then largest to smallest. We have a beautiful report. I go into freeze panes. I highlight row 7, click view, freeze panes, and freeze panes again. Now when I scroll, those top rows are always visible. We'll close out the pivot table fields just to give a clearer look. And now we have beautiful results to look at. So here's a very important section to review. Outside services. You see the monthly spend and outside services over here, but more importantly, you can see every single vendor we're using for outside services. You see we have one row over here, one item didn't have any vendor coded to it. So obviously that needs to get fixed within QuickBooks. This is where The important information is Apex Consultants. We're doing $2,200 a month. Looks like we brought in a new company. Let's head to software. You can see every type of software they're using. These are fake companies to protect the innocent. These amounts are real. This gives you insight on the monthly spend for each vendor within software. Travel. The mention in the post was marketing. This company is not doing much marketing. Maybe I should put Ellie in touch. This is helpful to track every expense and monthly trend. So I hope this was helpful for you. I really appreciate Ellie Hoffberg's post bringing this to light. This is something that I do with various business entities, and it's extremely indispensable. I recommend everybody gets this done at least once a month. You always have to have your expenses for every vendor clear in your head. It should never take you more than a moment to remember exactly how much you're spending on a monthly basis with any particular vendor.